Hey good people, and welcome to another episode of Chronicles La Familia. Today we have on set a very interesting member of our society. She is an educationist, she is a counselor, a mediator, and the most important thing I think for me is that she, being a dramatist, she has traveled the world. I think we're gonna have to listen to her talk about that a little. So we will welcome her because also as a counselor, she is able to talk to us about issues around relationships, courtship, and what we can look out for before we settle for the people we settle with in marriage. So you're most welcome. I pray we will have a wonderful ride together. So Mom, Florence Kirubi, you're most welcome. I look forward to having a wonderful tete-a-tete with you. Please introduce yourself and tell our viewer who your name is.
Hello and welcome. My name is Florence Kirubi, and she's introduced me, so you know a lot about me even before I speak. Already. And thank you very much. I'm happy to be here.
Awesome.
I'm happy to be on set. I feel honored to be invited here. Thank you very much.
All right.
Yes.
I think it's good to note for the people, the audience, to hear you talk about you having traveled a little around the world. I think that is an achievement that most of us look forward to having.
Yes, I have actually. In my younger days, I have traveled.
Yes.
I started being a teacher in the 70s. Actually, I graduated from college in 1975 and started teaching. I taught for 17 years before I branched off to do other things. And other things were drama.
Okay.
I was very interested in drama.
Yes.
I still am. And that made me travel because I got invited outside. I traveled to places like in Europe. Countries in Europe, there are many, and I think I've gone to 3 quarters or even more. I also was able to go to places like Japan, where normally we don't go, so I value that. It's invaluable. Places like Jamaica, places like Egypt, for example.
Okay.
So I thank God for that opportunity because I was just a primary school teacher.
All right.
Just because you don't get primary school teachers traveling the world. So that was an opportunity that was ordained by God. And I'm very, very happy about it. Yes.
I'm so sure in your interactions, you have met people in relationships, and of course, as a practicing counselor, you also dealt with issues around relationships, courtships, and nowadays we grapple with issues around family and relationships so much that we would want to just narrow them down and want to understand what would you be your insights regarding courtship and what one would look out for as they settle for their partners, for their life partners.
Maybe we should begin by understanding what marriage is.
Yeah.
What marriage is, because I hear a lot of people talking about problems in marriage. We need to ask ourselves how we got there.
Okay.
These days, a lot of young people are not able to hold on to marriages and stay the course like we did in our time. Because in our time, when we got married like for life. And it doesn't mean that we were all happy or everything was running smoothly, but we had that commitment to stay on.
Okay.
And I think that one is lacking in today's relationships. But at the same time, people say marriage is not working, marriage is a scam. They say all sorts of things. But really, I can actually say that marriage works. people say the institution of marriage is under siege.
Yes.
Is it really? Is that just a cliche? Something people just say so that they can say something they heard other people talk about. Maybe something they saw on TV or newspapers or on social media.
Yes.
Because every single day someone is getting into marriage.
True. If it was so bad,
it was so terrible.
Yeah,
people wouldn't get into it.
Yeah.
We agree that there are people coming out of marriage, but there are also people getting into it. Yes. So the institution is not dying. It's not under siege. It's working.
Okay.
It's continuing.
I think what is loud here is the ones that are not working.
It's true. It's true. We see them on social media, and most of them, by the way, they are on social media. Yeah. So sometimes people talk about things that they have no proof over.
Okay.
Yes. And somehow, bad things make news. But if you have a marriage and it's working nicely,
yes,
and you are happy about it, you have children, the children are happy, a lot of people will not see that as news.
Yes.
Actually, it's something kind of boring. But when Susan leaves John, or John hits Susan, then they have made news.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what's happening now. So what is marriage? I think really it's about two people who love each other, coming together and trying to stay the course.
Okay.
Because it's really not easy.
Yeah.
No marriage is perfect. There are many challenges, I must warn you. If you haven't listened to marriage, there are many challenges, but they are worth whatever happens, it's worth it.
All right.
It's worth it. Because there are many benefits in marriage. For example, children grow in marriage. That's a good thing. It's a very good thing. Marriage is also good for both partners. Even if you don't get children, because God used that as gifts.
Yes.
Marriage is important for both of the spouses because they help each other grow together. If they are friends, if it is working, wonderful. It's very nice because you reap a lot for yourself, and the other person reaps a lot
for themselves
too.
Okay.
True.
All right. So you were saying marriages at work. I think probably the problem that would come up in marriages and like you call them troubled marriages probably stem from the background or from the foundation. What do you have to say about that?
Absolutely true. Because there are many reasons why people get married.
Yes. Many
reasons. And I wouldn't be able to say all of them because I don't see that particular person what they saw in the other person. Maybe they saw beauty. But by the way, I remember talking about beauty. I remember there was a US president who got involved with an intern, a young woman. I just remembered it.
Yes.
And when the girl was questioned, she said that he had sexy hair. That the president had sexy hair.
Oh.
Yes. And somebody can get involved with somebody because their hair is sexy. Imagine all the other parts of the body. They cannot maybe even eyes. Maybe. No. That sexy hair won her.
Okay.
I mean, she couldn't do without the sexy hair. That's what it actually
the drawing force was the sexy hair.
The sexy hair. So people have sexy legs.
Yes.
They have good bodies. They have all sorts of good things.
Yeah.
Nice eyes,
Yeah.
Now, if those things can draw you into a relationship, it's a bit unfortunate because the relationship is for now and kind of forever. You stay in those relationships, especially
when
marriage.
The hair is grey.
Yes, even when the hair is grey.
Is no longer.
When the head is bald, we still stay on. So if you see sexy hair at the beginning, it might in 10, 20 years, it's not going to be sexy anymore. So you should be able to look out for someone who has something that is enduring, today, tomorrow, and the day after. So people look at this in several ways.
Yeah.
When they think of marriage or the person they are looking for to get married to, maybe they look for wealth, especially these days. I see a lot of young people, and this saddens me a bit because especially women, they are really looking for where they can get money.
Okay.
Just find someone, a young man with money, a young man who's built a house for himself, a young man who drives a car, a young man who has money.
He even sang a song about it and said, you'd rather cry in a Range Rover.
Yes. Actually, that is
that'd be okay in a piki or in a motorbike.
Or walking around.
Yeah.
So actually, all these things are important. It is important to look at someone who is attractive and feel drawn to them and want to have a relationship with them, or have them as their wife or the husband. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with people with money, because money makes the world go round.
Okay.
Yeah, it does. It's important. We need it. We use it every day. So I would imagine that is okay.
Yeah.
But then again, that's not all that you need to look for.
Yes,
you need to look for other things as well, because marriage is not an event. It is a big process. It takes a long time to even establish itself nicely. There will be children who will come in.
Yes.
Even living together for 40, 50 years. Because when we got married, it was about when death will do us apart.
Okay.
But it's crazy now, it's different. A lot of men as well, but more women.
In regard to the money bit, what about the commitment bit? I think most people now find that men are not, they don't easily commit. I don't know what you would say.
I would want to say that men have always been like that. It's always, it's true. Men have always been like that. Men live as men.
How do you mean?
As men, because I look at even when people are preparing for marriage and they're doing arrangements for a wedding, for example, I see that of course the man is excited, but I tell you he's not as excited as the woman.
For him, he would feel like he would be caged.
Yes,
to some extent.
Absolutely. A man feels the world is there for him. And he can do so many things. And not just I get into relationships with other women, but be able to do other things out there.
Okay. But for a woman, it's a major
thing. Marriage for her is so major because she's getting into something, and there's so many changes that will happen into her life. She'll get kids, she'll run a home, even as she does other things. But a man can do whatever he wants in this world. And not run a home, and the home will run for him.
Okay.
He just has to come home.
All things okay.
Yes. He just has to come home. But the woman has to be there as the home runs.
So I'm here wondering then, we've talked about foundations, we've talked about commitment, and now ladies wanting more to settle with people that are wealthy. In fact, probably they would say you cannot eat love, so they prefer somebody who has something to bring. But I feel those things are not constant. The one thing that is constant in life is change. So if you marry somebody for money, also that could come to an end. I think, like you're saying, we need to find better and deeper reasons as to why we settle for the people that we get married to. So I'm here wondering, what are some of the things that we would look out for us to settle for the people we get married to?
Okay. It is important that you try and understand the person you are getting involved with. But unfortunately, a lot of people don't do that. It's a bit too much for them. They want to see what they are seeing, they are attracted to, and they want to possess that. kind of in their mind thinking, I'll possess that and everything else will be smooth. All my life, I'll be okay. And I'm talking mostly about women.
Okay.
About women. Okay, even about men. Because men mostly look at a beautiful woman and they want her.
Yes.
They want her. They also think it's like an event. They want that woman and they want her today, you know.
Yeah.
But they don't visualize that woman getting old and changing.
Yeah.
Because really, a man's body does not change like a woman's. A woman's body changes more. So when they look at a woman, they see her and they think she'll always be like that.
Okay.
So when she starts changing, then they start thinking otherwise. And the women think that the women think that the man will change. Unfortunately, men don't change. So one of the most important things to look for is for a good personality. Personality. It is important as you get involved with someone else, what is their personality? And why? Because personality is who we are.
Yeah.
It is something ingrained in us. And it's something that we cannot change. We can try, but we cannot change it. Because it's our character.
Yeah.
It's something that came into us by maybe genetics, or maybe the way we were brought up.
Yes, our backgrounds.
Our backgrounds. Who bore us?
Yeah. How did they
raise us? What kind of people were they? What was the environment when we were being raised up? All these things. That thing that made us into who we are today.
Yes.
Is very, very important. Because if you get a bad person and they might hide that from you at the beginning, because we can mask ourselves, and present ourselves as real nice.
Yeah.
For example, if a man has money and a woman is looking for money, she doesn't care what the man is all about.
Yeah.
She doesn't care about the character. She doesn't care about the personality. But that will come out eventually, and it's going to be a little bit too late.
Okay.
So it is important right from the word go, what kind of person are we getting involved with?
All right.
Character-wise.
Okay.
Character-wise.
What else? What else would you advise the young ones that are watching us to look out for? Personality, and then what else?
Do you want us to talk about the red flags that may warn you?
Yes. I think that's a better approach. You can talk about the red flags, something that what to look out for, and when you see it, you will not settle for that person.
All right. First of all, young people these days are rushing into marriage. When I got married, for example, I did not care what my husband had. I did not care. I just saw this man, and I loved him, and I wanted to be his wife. Full stop. You see? Yeah. But there are so many other things to look out for. Because love, of course, must be there. Yeah. You cannot go into a relationship with somebody you don't love. It's also be dangerous. Because why would you get into such a relationship? Yeah. At the same time, when I want to talk about red flags, first of all, you need someone. You're a young woman, you're ambitious, you want good things for yourself, and you see a man and you say, this is the one. Ask yourself, what makes you think that that's the one? Because, I'm writing a book about personality and narcissism, and it's very difficult to know who a narcissist is. Yeah. It's very hard. Watu wa kawaida kama sisi, if you are not a narcissist, I'm not a narcissist, the man you are meeting is not a narcissist. It's okay. They might have imperfections, terrible ones actually, but those imperfections can be change little by little by the way you rub on to each other as you live together.
Yes.
But a narcissist will never change. Maybe he lives for 300, 450 years. Maybe he might change then. Or she might change. It's not just men who are narcissists.
So let me ask you. This the word narcissist, most of us want to hear about it the other day. What is a narcissist to start with? Who is a narcissist?
Okay, it's a complex, very complex personality disorder. Shika hiyo. Disorder. It's a disorder. It's a mental disorder.
Okay.
It's a disorder.
So it's not even is it a matter of choice for them?
No, of course not.
So we heard about narcissism just the other day. All this time, now it's very loud. Tell us about who is a narcissist?
There is something I want you to read.
Yes.
I don't know whether you have a Bible in your phone.
Yes.
It's about self-love. Self-love. People are loving themselves too much these days. And that is one reason that marriages are having a problem.
Tell me where to find that.
I think 2 Timothy.
Yes.
2 Timothy, go to chapter 3 and read 1 to 5. Just quickly do that.
So, but not this. There will be terrible times in the last days. People will be lovers of themselves, lovers of money, boastful, proud, abusive, or disobedient to their parents, ungrateful, unholy, without love, unforgiving, slanderous, without self-control, brutal, not lovers of the good, treacherous, rash, conceited, lovers of pleasure rather than lovers of God, having a form of godliness but denying its power, have nothing to do with such people.
I like that. Have nothing. Actually, some versions say, stay away from such people. Because when I look at the present world, that's what we are going through.
Yeah.
The Bible talks about the end times and how people will become, which we are becoming. The value system has changed. So watu wameanza kujipenda sana. You know, when you love yourself so much that there's no space for anyone else, that is part of narcissism.
Okay.
Yes.
And you say it's a disorder. You don't choose to be narcissistic.
No. It's the way you are brought up. Sometimes it's genetic.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
and
what
the
are the
people brought you
signs of a
because
narcissistic person?
yes, there are many.
Yes.
There are very many. We go there. There are very many. Because one first thing is yule mtu anakupenda sana.
Oh.
Yes. Because what they do is they do something we call love bombing. They meet a woman, they meet a man, and they say, "Aki, this one, I can never leave them."
Yes.
And because they're also very sharp and brilliant, by the way, even as they have the disorder,
Yeah.
they are very sharp.
Yes.
They know what they are looking for.
Okay.
They know. So they look, they meet a woman, they meet a man, and say, "This is the one." So a narcissist will do anything possible to get that one.
All right.
There are also women narcissists, like I said.
Okay.
It's not just the men, but of course the number of men is much higher than that of
Of
women.
the ladies, yes.
Yes. So this is the one. So he'll do anything. He'll spend his money, he'll spend his time, or she. Of course, a little bit differently because a woman will do other tricks to be able to win the man.
Yeah.
But a man, of course, will provide for this lady, will be there for her.
They will even take time, like you're calling them, they are sharp, they will take time to know your love language and show it the way you want
Absolutely.
Sure.
You've said it. Absolutely. Precisely.
it.
They wanna kuona and they understand you. And they know what kind of person you are.
Yes. So they love bomb you at
Yes,
first. And
they
then-
love you too much. They want to be with you every day. They want to be there for you as you're going through whatever you're going through.
Yes.
They want to be there. So, see, that's going to win you.
Of course.
Because as
Any
women,
woman wants time,
Yes.
wants gifts,
Yes.
wants...
yes,
Yeah.
want the man there
Yes,
to
yes.
be with them. So, what they start doing when they think they are winning you over, they start to do something we call future faking. Future faking is that they start to plan things for you so that they can excite you to get into the marriage.
Oh.
How many children do you have? Do you want?
Yes.
We'll say, I want to. Why don't we have 3?
Oh.
So they're talking about the future,
Yes.
which looks brilliant and sunny and very nice, so that you can be won over.
All right.
Yeah. Oh yes, we can have 3. Where can we live? Where do you want us to live?
You're the one who they give the lead.
Yes, yes.
The
They are
lead
planning
questions.
for the two. They are planning for the two of you.
Okay.
Where you will live, how many children you will have, where they will go to school,
Yes.
all these things. And for a woman, because marriage comes with a lot of good days,
Yes.
for example, security,
Yeah.
you feel, this is the one.
Yeah.
Because he already has in his mind where we will live together, nice place.
Okay.
Yes, nice place. What they are doing actually is telling you, come and you will experience all these good things in your life. So they win you over by that. Future faking.
Okay.
So they fake the future.
Then I'm sure now their true colors will begin to show at some point. So they have love bombed you.
Yes.
Then they fake
The future fake, yeah.
and then show you a lavish, opulent kind of future.
Yes, of course.
What else now will happen?
Okay, most of the times, until they have really won you over, it's just love bombing and future faking.
Yeah.
So that unaingia box. Sasa ukishaingia box,
They have you where they want.
yes,
Yes.
they start something we call devaluing you.
Oh.
Yeah, because now si
They
umekubali,
have you.
si umekubali, si unanipenda sana by the way. Why should I then continue working the way I was working before I won you? Now wewe
So
ni
for them
wangu.
it's again.
Wewe si wangu.
Oh my God.
And something so interesting is that all narcissists follow that curriculum. It's like a syllabus. All of them,
Yes.
they love bomb you, they future fake you.
Yes.
Once you belong to them or they are yours, you say, okay.
They devalue you.
They start saying, kama there are things hapo wameona kwako. How do you, your hair now? Anyway. So you start thinking, before, that's something they would never have said to you.
Okay.
Now they start small things. Devaluing.
I don't
Taking
like the way
out.
you cook your
Yes. And he might not even say, or she might not even say so loudly. They might just say,
your food.
so why did you mix this and this?
So they are the control freak aspect of them now begins to come
They
on.
want to control you. They want to control you. Because what you are doing then when you are being devalued as a man or as a woman, you're already falling under that person's control. Because you love them so much.
Yeah.
Then you came in and he started controlling you in that way.
Yes.
So pole. And by the way, people don't even know. You don't even know when it happens. So once you are in and he knows you are in or she knows you are in, so where you are, okay. So pole, there's nowhere you're going. Maybe
So will this happen in courtship, or they will wait until you are completely now they ask in marriage?
when you're completely sold to the idea
Sold,
of,
oh,
yes,
sold. So
to
you
the
could be in
idea of this
courtship.
person.
All right.
Whether actually, but control, you can actually notice control.
Oh,
Because, for example, you want to go somewhere and he says, no, I had planned we go elsewhere.
You want to meet someone?
Yes.
They say not that
No,
one.
not that one.
Okay.
Then, of course, when he says that the other things he'll do to secure you into their own grip, they will kind of put you aside and hide you so that you are not very much with your friends or family close to you people. They will seclude you. They will start saying things like, "Why do you have to go to your sister's place?" No, I mean, we have other better things to do. Yeah. Slowly. And because now, especially as women, we love this man so much.
Yes.
Then we say, okay. If he doesn't want it, then I will not go. So it ends.
So they cut you off from your social life?
Yes.
So
from family.
Does it continue from there? Will they now begin? Is there a point they will get violent?
Some are, by the way.
They have you in their grip.
Yes.
So
and
what
control? You are under them.
Yes.
There's nothing you can do.
Yes.
So after that, that's when he starts devaluing you. Now that state can take maybe 6 months. The devaluing, when it happens, you can see you're being devalued. You can see, you can understand. If somebody doesn't love you, you see it. So unaona tu. Yeah. And you can never do anything right then. Yeah, whatever you do, it's no good. Yeah. You criticize every bit of thing that you do.
Does it come with fear of now being yourself around the person? You cannot speak in a certain way because you know that's gonna raise a problem.
Definitely. You walk on eggshells.
Oh my.
Around the house or whatever you are doing. And that means not just walking with your feet, you do your things fearful. You become fearful.
Okay.
You become fearful of his responses, his reactions. Yeah.
All right.
Yes.
So when these are telltale, the red flags we were talking about in relationships and courtships. So what would you advise somebody to? Can a narcissist ever change?
Yeah, I said before, if they are 350 or 400 years old, maybe they'll change.
That is insane. Their change is close to it.
It's difficult to change personality. It's very hard. Even when you get a good person, to tell them to change, it's hard.
All right.
But that's a disorder that happened. In fact, we call it a mental limp.
Okay.
Because ni mtu akona limp vile unaonanga mtu akitembea mguu mmoja uko a little short or something. It's now in the mind. That person has a mental limp. So atafanya nini ndio hiyo limp aende vizuri? Because if your arm is short, can you make it longer?
No.
If your leg is short, can you make it longer?
So you are telling any person out there that notices those tendencies, they should run for their lives.
Yes.
And
yeah, you've got to learn them, because once you meet a narcissist and you realize that actually this person is an act, run for your life.
oh my.
Because from then on, when you get together, your life will never be the same again. Because an act never wants anything good for you.
Okay.
He's brought you in to crush you. And most times, they'll get people who have maybe done things in their lives.
All right.
Yes, people they will be proud to be seen with.
Oh, they
Beautiful people.
To have achievers, beautiful.
Yes.
You have something to. You must have something that stands out.
You must have something.
So that you are, they know you are their victim that way.
Yes. You have to have something they can bring down.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
And of course, all of us want good things.
Yes.
But then, whatever you have, they will bring it down.
Oh my.
Because they never want anything good for other people. Any good thing should belong to them.
All right.
Yes. Any good thing is theirs by right. Because in their mind they think, when God made me or wherever I came, because some of them don't even believe in God.
Yeah.
By the way, they even hate God.
They have a God, whatever God.
Yes, because they think.
God syndrome.
Because they think they should actually be God themselves.
It's that bad.
It's that bad. They hate God.
Correct.
They think they should be called God. So they think wherever I came from, I was made so big and huge and nice, magnificent, all good things, meaning. But all these other people were made for me.
To be
Want to make me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they have a God complex.
Yes.
I think with what we have talked about here, we already have told our viewers the telltale signs for a narcissist, and I'm sure we can begin to even see them in our minds.
Yes.
We've interacted with them, we just didn't know they are narcissists.
Yes.
And now we know because you have really enlightened us.
I think something I should say here is that when we talk about the narcissist being talked about, we think maybe he's like Satan. We think maybe he even has a tail. Ni vile tu hujakutana na yeye.
Or even
and horns. We think he's so terrible.
Yes.
But let me tell you,
Yes.
a narcissist is an attractive person. Usually they really take care of themselves. In fact, that is another telltale. If somebody is so, what is the word to use? That this person, he thinks it's so perfect. Hata ukimuona tu ni somebody
they present a perfection.
You meet him even in the streets. Unamwangalia mara mbili. Because they are narcissism. At smart people are narcissists. Okay. No. But this person, as you stay with them, you see they are so cautious about what they wear, how they bagabaga their things, how they look, because they are about image. A narcissist is about image. How do I appear? When people see me, what do they see?
Okay.
You see what I mean?
They want to really impress people.
Yes, you are right.
Right.
So, and they also sometimes have some kind of charismatic kind of trait, something that you admire in them. You look at them and you see, hey, how did you do that? Wow, that's wonderful.
They have mastered their skills.
Yes, they are very, very good at some things.
Okay.
Yeah, something that can attract other people.
Wow, very
Yes,
interesting.
so they don't have horns, they don't have tails, they are beautiful people, ukiwaona, they are attractive people.
Okay.
So that's one that will also lead you astray. Yeah.
I think with the many things you've mentioned here, then we have cautionary measures for the people that are watching us to know that if you find yourself with a narcissist, you better run for your life because they will never change.
And there's another stage.
The last one. Or they discard.
Yes, they will discard you.
They will discard you when you are
they will bomb you,
yes.
future fake you, they will devalue you,
Yes.
then they will discard you.
Like,
and it's like a syllabus they use. All of them, that disorder operates like that.
Okay.
They will discard you, meaning they will kick you out.
Okay.
They will kick you out. If they don't kick you out, they will let you stay. But you stay, but it's discarded you a long time ago.
All right.
Yes. He sees like you're an object, like a seat.
Okay.
Or she sees you like an object. So you tell you terrible things, might even hit you. Hit you, yes. Some of them are violent.
Okay.
Yes. And narcissists will also abandon you. They will discard you, got nothing to do with you. They might also abandon you when you are at a very low place.
In your life.
Maybe you are sick, maybe you don't have money, maybe something terrible has happened. A narcissist will abandon you. And abandon, what does abandon mean? He will leave you in that dire sort of state and move on and go away and move on with his life. Yes. It's a sorry sort of thing.
Then I think we have gone through indeed the whole cycle of a narcissist, and I'm sure our viewers are warned. So a narcissist will never change. And narcissists will never love anyone, they just love themselves.
True.
They have a God complex,
Yes.
and that is all they are all about.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you so much.
They're also money-minded. It's important to say that.
Mhm.
They're money-minded. The money for them makes the world go round. Yeah. And then what we say is, if you have money, for example, you are a narcissist and you are a woman, you go into a marriage or into a relationship because the other person has money, then you stay as long as there's money.
Yeah, so they
But when the money is good, it's called a supply.
Yes.
When they're not supplying you anymore,
Mhm.
then you discard them.
They have no value
Yeah.
to you. All right. So thank you for the insights. It was awesome having you. I'm sure then we will be able to educate someone that is about to get into a relationship and they want to take it to the next level. They are able to know this is a no-go zone.
True.
So it is good to have people like you in this life. Thank you so much for coming. I'm sure we'll have many more discussions in the future because I know you are endowed with a lot of knowledge and wisdom. It was good to have you on set. So I look forward to more in future.
Thank you.
So, our viewers, you have heard, a narcissist will bomb you, and then they will do what?
Future fake you.
They will future fake you, and then they will degrade you, discard you, and then they will abandon you. So it is important to have those as a telltale sign of red flags to know when to run for your life. So we've heard from Mrs. Kirubi. She is a counselor, and you have heard she has a wealth of information for all of us. Being a counselor, I know she would want us to hear where we can find her. So, Mrs. Kirubi, please tell us, do you have social handles that we can find you on? And yeah, talk about that.
Okay, people can call me on my phone number. It is 011 22 10 0. Let me do it again.
All right.
011
Yes.
22
Yes.
10
Yes.
126.
All right.
Yes.
And then do you have any YouTube channel that you can play?
Yes.
Your social media handles?
Yeah, my YouTube channel is Noni Kirubi. Noni Kirubi.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
By the way, I also write books.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm on my third book now. My first book was called A Graceless Creed.
Okay.
A creed that does not edify us,
Okay.
that puts us down.
Yes.
A belief that puts us down.
Yes.
The second book is about teachers. It's a motivational book on teachers. It's called Teacher with Witness. It will be out in maybe the next 1 month or two.
Okay.
Yeah, so now I'm on my third book, which is about personality and narcissism.
All right.
Yes.
So I think with that number, then people can find you once
Yes.
the books are out.
Yes.
And then they can check you out on your social media handles.
Yes.
Noni?
Yes.
Noni
Kirubi.
Yeah. So this has been Chronicles La Familia. Do not forget to subscribe, to share, and to like. It was great having you on the show. May God bless you. See you next time.